Crowd saw Klein before he did. It's gone left now for Firmino, who has Milner outside of him. Sturridge let it roll. Lallana looked to nick it back, and Morgan got there in the nick of time.
Lucky. Well defended, Wes Morgan. Excellent play, but I like this. Watch Daniel Sturridge feed towards the ball, little step over, and he's looking for the return instantly. Adam Lallana's touch to him is a good one, but it's well defended. Well marshalled from Wes Morgan.
Ronaldo. Firmino. Lallana's ahead of him, so is Sturridge. Firmino went himself, but got little power behind the shot.
Yeah, for him, that's a chance. Roberto Firmino, that's where he operates best. Driving infield, almost playing as a number 10. Here, he's not going to own that position. He's, as I mentioned earlier, much better up there, up the middle.
Here is Firmino. Roberto Firmino scores for Liverpool. Tiniest of finishes, and new Anfield is launched in style.
Great goal. Actually started with Daniel Sturridge, retreating right deep into his own half to win the ball back for his team. He then gets forward and makes a run wide, and Firmino moves into that area where, as I mentioned earlier, he can operate. Look at Milner down here on the left-hand side, receives the ball. Watch Sturridge feed into the wide area. Look at the gap. Look at that gap between Huth and Morgan. That first touch is absolutely magnificent. That is brilliant. That's awareness, that's quality, and the finish is as cool as you like. Great goal.
He did make it look unfeasibly easy. A joyous simplicity about that. Joyous through the eyes of Jurgen Klopp and the 20,000 plus who now sit behind him in Anfield's new match. Wijnaldum, Mane, Klein taking on Fuchs, setting it for Gino Wijnaldum. Seen all the way by Schmeichel.
Yeah, anticipated that early, did he, the goalkeeper there? He always felt the ball was just stuck under Van Aldum's feet a little bit.
Firmino. He's not moving at all well, the Leicester captain.
No.
Mane. Lallana. Mane. Sturridge. Brilliant save from Schmeichel.
Wes Morgan can't move. Look at him. Look, he's actually standing still. He's allowed Sturridge to just wander into the near post position. And for him, even though we credit the goalkeeper, great stuff, that's a miss.
Lucas. Over the top by Henderson. Flagger stayed down. Sturridge is on his way. Here's Sadio Mane. It's 2-0 Liverpool. They're really playing some lovely stuff. Goal on his Premier League debut. Goal on his Anfield debut. Sadio Mane is part of the furniture, and the champions have a long way to travel back from here.
It's a stunning goal again. Some real good movement, clever play, wonderful movement. I mean, this little ball there is absolutely timed to perfection, and that's Daniel Sturridge. That's when he's better, when he's playing on that last shoulder, when he's threatening a back four. Instead of drifting into midfield here, you never know whether to stay with him, hold the line. And that back heel is really good. He finds Sadio Mane and just dinks that one over the top of Schmeichel. This time, those big hands and arms, they can't prevent it from being two, and you've got to say Liverpool deserve it. Nearly cost him another pair of glasses there.
Mistake by Lucas, who has given a goal back, just handed it to Jamie Vardy. That is the most ridiculous gift you ever saw.
Oh, wow.
Crazy beyond crazy. It's never been simpler for Jamie Vardy. Lucas can merely bow his head and apologise to 54,000 around him.
Oh, such an experienced player. That is just not good enough, I'm afraid. That's a ridiculous goal to concede, it really is.
Really nowhere for him to go with it.
Also wonder with the goalkeeper there, can say, I don't want it back. I mean, I know that's part of it.
And by Hernandez, and Mignolet came, and it's bounced off the top of the crossbar and behind. Talk about a mood changer.
Yeah, exactly right, Peter. He's trying to come through a ruck of bodies there, Mignolet. Never looks the greatest at that, does he? Not the most convincing. Doesn't get anywhere near it. And quite rightly, Matip drops in behind him on the line and just
Actually nudged back by Milner. That's a good clearance from Mignolet. And Sturridge could get there before Schmeichel, who many believe has handled there, right in front of the referee's assistant there. The referee may have been blindside to it.
He's never getting there before Sturridge. Watch this. No, off his chest. Well done, the officials. I think that's a bad decision he makes there, Kasper Schmeichel. In the end, he gets away with it.
Yeah, Adrian Holmes with the flag.
Sort of areas. That's when spaces will appear for the likes of Sturridge. Just fractionally overrun the first touch.
Sturridge again. Holding for Wijnaldum. Lallana! Screamer! Searing strike from Adam Lallana. And Liverpool lead 3-1.
Brilliant goal, and I'm so pleased for Adam Lallana that he's now starting to find the back of the net just a little bit more regular, because that's the only thing that's ever been missing from his game. He's got such great awareness, lovely technique, good touch. This is much better. Like that initial little run from Wijnaldum, from Sturridge, and then that drop back, and what a thumping strike that is. Kasper Schmeichel's got no chance. Him and his dad wouldn't have saved that one.
Well, 6 days ago in Slovakia, Adam Lallana toe-poked a rather weak shot, which apologetically rolled between the goalkeeper's legs and registered importantly for England. That one would still be travelling if it wasn't for the net. And Liverpool have back the 2-goal cushion that they probably merited before frittering it away in the last.
Good game, very good game that.
Mahrez, Musa, Mahrez, Vardy, onside, great save Mignolet. A moment of redemption and more for Mignolet.
Really good stop. Matip just was tempted to go in under the ball, freed up Vardy, brilliant stop. I mean, he doesn't actually do anything other than put his head down and thump that with his left foot. You'd expect perhaps Jamie Vardy to have even taken another touch.
Mahrez with left-footed outswing. Leicester with just more than a quarter of an hour to save something from their afternoon's work. A nice pure hit from Drinkwater, creeping round the back. Got a touch on the way through the crowd, and it's a corner.
Unlucky that. Watching Marte there, just blocking off the challenge for Firmino.
And it's bundled goalward again. This time by Marte. And bounces wide, but Liverpool being asked questions.
Yeah, that's where Leicester are very dangerous, apart from the qualities they have.
Water kept him from it. Lallana, Milner. Adam Lallana, Roberto Firmino. It came to Henderson, who lifted it into the cop. Football that went before was delicious again.
Great movement, great interplay. Get your foot through that, Jordan Henderson, get over the top of it and hit it. Thinking about it too much probably there, but lovely cut back. That should end up in the back of the net. It's gone for a big side foot there, and in the end he skies it. Should be flying right through that, head over the top of it, hit it hard, keep it down.
Jurgen's wincing, and so's Jordan. Mahrez, a little over-elaborate. Kevin Stewart. Sadio Mane. Aimed forward for Firmino, who escaped Huth and gave it back to Sadio Mane! It's another top stop from Schmeichel. Drinkwater couldn't progress. Henderson Mane's on his way, Schmeichel has come. Mane is beyond him, Schmeichel's not in the picture. Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, yes! Done and dusted in front of the Kop. Anfield's relaunch, a happy day. Champions well beaten.
Maybe there Kasper Schmeichel is thinking, what, with just a couple of minutes left on the clock and they're 2 down, he's got to try and go and win that and keep possession. You can't do that from in goal, I'm afraid. It's come out far too much there, particularly with someone like Sadio Mane. And I actually thought this pass didn't have enough pace on it. But you know what? Lovely little first touch from Firmino. He just rolls it into an unguarded net. But goalkeeper again, you can't make the challenge, dare not make the challenge. That little step back inside, thanks very much. And they've been the better team. I like watching this Liverpool team, Peter, I do. I think they could be a serious proposition in the Premier League this season if they cut out the silliness and the unnecessary mistakes at the back, because watch